This is a man who's scored in a lot of British theaters, movies, whatnot. And today we're going to learn a little bit about him. We're going to watch him play for us and take us throughout this entire day. What's the name? Want to then? Want to then? Want to then? Oh, it's good. It's good to see you. I can see your hands on the strings.
Yes.
Do you have something to play for us? A home without a father is like a tree without roots. That's a very beautiful piece. I love countryside music, and when I hear music like that, it makes me relax. It makes me think, and it puts my plans together. So I want to say congratulations on that one. I was asking you, when was that video shot, the one that we just saw?
This was shot at Phantom from TV.
Okay.
Kumasi.
All right.
By Kofi Bokno.
Oh, Kofi Bokno.
Yes, I'd work with him, and it's what I do. So he invited me to Kumasi, and then we shot this.
Okay. Let me ask. I think the old folks who are watching now, who are a big fan of you, are very excited to see you today because of your work that you have done. If you have to describe your music, how would you describe it to all of us here?
I think I would simply describe it as a slice from life.
Slice
from life.
From life.
Yes.
Okay. On the Nasi
there, a brand but sometimes you have to look back and see where you've been and where you're going, and the experience that you gain from life itself, the mistakes and the little successes you have, and you have to think about it for a while and share it. And I do mine in the music.
Wow.
Yes, that's all I'm expressing, my experiences, and then, all the things, areas that I've been, it may not be good for all, but some would like to know, because the enemy is a friend you haven't met yet, you see. So you may be enemy to somebody.
Wow.
And the person's friend will also be your enemy, you see. And then when you meet the person, and so let me go and find out about this guy. Now you sit down, and they offer you a stool, you sit down and have a conversation. And at the end of the day, you both find that, we are not enemies at all, you're friends. It's just that you haven't met.
The enemy is a
friend you haven't met.
You haven't
met yet.
Eddie, I'm sure a lot of people are itching to hear you play live.
Okay.
Play a bit, and after that, tell us about your musical journey.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sometimes I sit here, and I do wonder. Mother Africa, why are you crying? Sometimes I sit here and I look yonder and I wonder, Mother Africa, why are you crying? As you do. You got your man, you got your women, children and the land, trees, mountains, gold, diamond, sea lions, birds and the bees. You got them all, mother.
Wow.
Mama.
Why are you crying?
Why are you crying?
God made this world so that every man, every woman, children in the land will be free.
Daddy, I think we're going to end the music right here. We'll continue later.
The richness of the voice.
It's so beautiful. You've grown. I can see.
Yes.
You've been blessed. But the voice is still rich.
Wow.
So congratulate you for that. But we want to hear if you could sum your musical journey, your musical experience, if you could sum it up. Tell us about it.
The origination of palm wine music.
It's I would say we all inherit things from our parents. You know, my mother sang, and my father was accomplished musician, Victoria College of Music and all that certificate.
Okay.
You know, was in the living room. You can see it. And he left this legacy. He had a number of children, but I was the one responding to this field of music. He was a photographer, and when he comes home in the evening, you know, he goes to his piano and performs. And then he also tried to influence us, you know, to go into music. But I'm the only one.
Right.
I'm the only one who was submissive a bit, you know, because he was a disciplinarian,
Yeah.
you know. So you know, every good boy deserves fun. EGB, and the strict musical training, you know, all that. So I started on the piano, and then a bit like I said, it was a bit too strict. And so I looked elsewhere for all the sorts of music, you know, and they happened to be that there were a couple of guys, you know, his employees, you know, who were playing the palm wine music in the quiet.
Yeah.
This is Father Cromwell, Second Salvation Army's son,
Yeah.
and Liberian, who's a blind man, called Jipre. And then they played this type of music, and I would go and sit and listen. I listened to them, you know, and I picked up. They taught me, and to cut it short, I found out it was a top classical, you know, training.
Yeah.
You see, the music, that palm wine music, was called from so many other, you know, influences, music, Spanish and stuff like that. So that's all. It took me a long time, you know, just 3 chords.
Yeah.
3 chords. The 3 chords, by the time you finish playing the 3 chords, you are playing songs and you are singing and everything like that. And that was amazing way of teaching.
Yeah.
We spoke the same language,
Yeah.
and then so on and so forth.
So
I
fast
think-
forward, tell us about your journey with Osibisa and
Yeah.
all the songs you wrote, award-winning songs indeed.
yeah.
Tell us about all that.
Oh yeah, that's. I took it as a part of me, as an expression. I worked in my father's studio, and in the night when I come from dark room, those days you do everything, processing, you know, developing, you know, photos. And you know, I come and sit in the studio, or I sit down and I pick up my guitar. My guitar has always been close to me.
I can see that.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, like, when did you fall in love with the guitar, like acoustic guitar? Like, at what age?
At the age I was about 12 or something like that.
Wow.
And then I realized that I couldn't play the guitar and think at the same time. Sometimes I'm not aware of the guitar. The guitar got under my skin, so we just partnered, and then that's it. The wonderful thing I learned about, whenever I'm playing the guitar, cockroaches will come and just sit in front of me and all that. And
Maybe that was what?
and I had a puzzle whether to kill them. Once I take my chalewote and pop up, and then later on I decided no, I wasn't going to kill them. If cockroaches is going to be my audience, then let them be, because this is very late.
Let it be.
I like that. I like that. But they kept coming.
They kept coming. Yeah, each time I start playing, they will come from their crevices, you know, and they'd lie down there, you see. And I said to myself, you know, who likes cockroaches?
No one.
You know. so I decided nowadays, you know, I see them. Only a few days ago, it happened the same, but I said, now cockroaches are my friends. So I play to them. in my
Wow.
quiet moments. You know, if they are listening, and also good bad things come to your head to do to them.
Yeah.
But I went to England. I went to guitar John Williams, who a famous guitar,
Yeah.
classical guitarist, his studio. And, you know, you always feel that you are short of things when you are educated in Africa.
In Africa, yeah.
It's not enough. It's only the European music is the thing, you know. Then I went there, and then the teacher there listened to me. I played something and said, you know, you don't need to come here. You don't need to
Wow.
come and play this with Fala, Rodriguez, and all that great, you know, for that. They were telling their story. And you tell your story, you know, and so why don't you listen to people who also, you know, have the same gift? Listen to their music and then find your own way, because you have a unique way.
Wow.
But even
You've had international exposure.
Yes, I
Can you
did.
tell us about some of the international? You mentioned the classical guitarists right now.
Yes.
Who else did you perform with?
So many. Well,
So
anyway,
many.
each year I go to a festival, Cambridge and Oxford.
Okay.
You know, and they have, you know, festivals, music festivals, and this will come and sit in. But I've had a close encounter with Rolling Stones and Beatles.
Ah.
Yes, you know
The
that.
Rolling Stones?
Yes,
And the Beatles?
and the Beatles, you know, but in England, we are just like America. People are easy. They're eager to learn something. If they love the sound, you know, and I'm playing my palm wine, and they watch my fingers and see, how do you produce a sound? You know, because we have two types of music, indigenous and pentatonic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. My music is, I learned something that play your music like how the way you speak. You see, it's like kwe, you know, that kind of thing. You know, with these faces, you're not strict. So that's the way I've been. And there have been people I related my music to Brazilian, you know, music, same jungles, and the same atmosphere, just like us. They stole it from us.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, for Saba, you know, Saba went, you know, as during the passage, went to Brazil, you know, Bahia and all that, and then spread her dance.
Okay, mpeni bisa the whole writing ability now. What is your message, Ankasa?
Message.
Yeah.
But the message is, look, we've got amazing culture, but it's the way to deliver it, you know, to share with people, because we've been influenced by this colonial mind that, you know, you got to do things in a certain way. But if we take time also to research,
It take your time the research.
research, it comes naturally. Once I get the idea, that this is what it is. You know, someone was asking me, do you have classical music in Ghana? And I said, we cry, we laugh. We do so many things. If that's not classical, you know. So
all right. But maybe said growing up with Ebow Ansa, how was it, Obra?
He's stubborn.
My cousin Michelle recently it must and not too long ago, and I oti me di ne krasi. I say yi di ma hwehwe di na che e krasi am say nyo. Eti krasi na say am say oh me so me research say bra bra bra. Uzi na say chere de krane se opedi bende. Krane se opedo shatere day. Krane day. How is he doing?
He's fine.
It's fine.
I shouldn't say fine, because that's a word and it doesn't sit with me at all. When people say, I'm fine, my neighborhood, the kids, hey, John, how are you? I'm fine. So I will just find time. I'm a working classroom. I just spend a few minutes and I say, look, why don't you say I'm good?
Oh, into fine, fine.
Yeah, we use fine for, you know, from buildings, you know, movable objects and things like that, you know, oh, fine cathedral, fine church, fine this. But our kids are beginning to really, you know, it's just disturb me saying, I'm fine. Kojo, how are you? I'm fine. I say, you're good. What is the meaning of good? Infante. Papa. Good is Papa. So why don't you say good so you become Papa and they call you Papa? You know?
Interesting, but just or stubborn.
Oh.
About Intina kind of.
Because we were supposed to be submissive, listen to our parents.
Okay.
You know, everything. You can go against your parents. You can negate, your parents. From one, because I went to but the moment you get up to me, that's be stubborn. We started, I was the one pushing to the dark room at the age of 12.
And your fancy for what's what better what home fancy no.
Because I dark room no other Museum photography. At that time in Ghana, in Chelsea, Papa phone photo driver.
Photo driver.
She photographer, no. But I was for you now, Easter time. Also for you now, how to dress them up. Queen Elizabeth was a symbol. On the picture, this you all. I want to tell you, most not turn the bag or this one, I did all that. And then I had to. The Museum chemicals, those days, to prepare your own natural chemicals in a stock solution, a working solution, in a dilution. Then at the age of 12, I remember from the chemical table, Baba.
At a very young age.
At a young age. Potassiums and sodiums and ferrocyanide and all those. Now, I started, looking outlets to find a decent way, kind of recognize the American School of Photography. I started taking courses.
There. And I'm confused there. What pede wo hu? Osibisa.
Relationship.
Adze ye wom. Ibazi na ye wo so because Ghana ye can banda. Oma ye jizin we asa fanda nyina na chede. Osibisa. E pede ye hu. Ibazara na ye wo osibisa.
Oba fam. Obina mama group of Aphrodite.
Aphrodite.
Yes, that was my group with Emmanuel Renzos and a few others. I played around the clubs not here, and it was different.
From
London. One day they came, they wanted to travel with me because it just happened Teddy and I, once actually I called the same private music lessons. I was doing music appreciation, and this professor, classical music, at the bottom of Bono, a story behind the music. So it's about story, telling your story. And then we have Tchaikovsky, we have all the Brahms, and great musicians we adhere to in one music. Some were commissioned. We were formed as a king of some of being musicians, or Chonjum. They were national times. You can hear horses, And
I pede hu about what our brabo. Ma. And we want to know about you. Oh, there. I'm a brand new baby. Yenina ye suyan. Ma bi mo aya kese wo Ghana ha wo nuanom bi mo aya kese what can be about what hu.
Ma kasa ma mo hoje. Don't have to say much, but remember Mensa. Mensa Kubolo.
One love
Kubolo.
Ninyonku Mensa na onye na
remember Mensa Bonzi.
Okay, yeah.
Bonzi. Because young family, you see, with him, a man to offer Antakresi. Akresi. Akresi, that means the builder of soul.
Crano.
We'll cry.
Oh, then Kwanzaa's right.
Now, look, we'll cry.
And now, Busion. And seriously,
I know, Marty.
I know, Marty. Look. One love, or you're very influential amongst the youth of to the Mensa. Sorry, or you're very influential. Oko Adisada. Abraham know what Adisada. Namo your friend is into Gastins, into Minim Papa. Then I know so Bonum Pen. Very very humble person. Or Tron man, there sometimes or the brower and there about it like.
It's interesting. Me as a show release album or the 233, a Dr. Doy, the club, club 233. Yeah. Now I needed a backing group. See, we go home. Your friend Chicheku. Chicheku, there's a young man called Chicheku. He also plays music. Now, go on now. And then I would say, my album, Kente Dresden also. Oh, what's that now? Me, I'm sure. I do the main stand in Juma. Oh, surprise. Wow. Main stand in Juma. Now, I'll tell you, as a quazim.
Atikwadim. Yamara noti. Yeah, actor kakra so. Natural enyum na movies na ade. Nyi ndi hu nkomo kakra ye pe na
live with Hollywood.
Yeah. I want to was see as I'm rubber. Hollywood, Los Angeles.
Okay.
Los Angeles. Echo England. And I be from one man chance to come from here approach. And share culture with them. And to TV don't come yeah, when blacks in our waiters now, they were 7. I didn't see to be able to speak in other school. You see, my place equity card membership. I was maybe first Ghanaian, and I be with them. And then before that, I was able to. I was able to do some. Then I called film school, London Film School, first film school in Britain.
Wow.
Before that, you go into the studio, and I served apprenticeship from T-Boy. We ticket, ACTT. Now, I'm 15 years, and son of one more ticket to work in the industry. So Kodak so but my entire from school because of my father was an international.
Oh, picture by wife for acronym na hwana.
Yeah, Ambole.
Wow. The young shall grow, what's it?
Yeah. Ambole is my brother, we grew up in the same house.
The man
with us. So I'm following the studio. Yeah, organ was studio. You see, and I was there.
It's a picture back or buying your album, no friend. Yeah.
Brosman.
Yes.
Yeah, he's born. And this is Jane Goodall. Jane Goodall. Day of Peace.
Yeah, who picture about the UN symbol? Did you perform in the UN? You performed in the UN.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a story.
Oh, Miss Ma.
Very, very.
It's a journey. It's a long journey. You meet people, you work with them. Mature man music. Yeah, so I just want to raise the level of our music in a classical vein, because palm wine styling are classical.
Okay, but Bissau, you've worked in Hollywood. Your work speaks for itself. Now, we're having you on the morning show day. It looks like you've not been celebrated much here in your motherland, the country Ghana. What do you think made that or informed that?
Mama means describing, but it's a way of.
We welcome
most way, the one type of research into the creative aspect of our life, and but from Ben musician, when back work on Kobe, of course. In some places, actually, about classical, bobo instruments and sound, and guitar, show one much the palm wine music in a ruffian. And which reference, and so you're taking up being education from musician, band boys. Band boys. You go to university and you come out before boy, band boy. You go now for band boy now. So you shy away. It's like you keep to yourself until you go where you're wanted. And the Ghana, we look down upon musicians. It's amazing. The music we have in Ghana, full booby and from my musicians and musicians also, we have no choice. So what do kakamo okedina, you know what? It's precarious life. Where are you? If she, you know, what is it?
In here, Kassan, a cap and one music, a whole nephew, the kind that your father no classical, but I want to. Your interest went into
I slipped away into Panwan, the real thing, the people's music, and then area na 7 Sidu. So I was lucky enough. I saw Kakeku, I saw Kwame Ansa, I saw Ike Nyami, one audience. Over Deus Nasua, one of Wharton in San Ado, and she almost audience in locals no about. It's a moon one.
A giant Panwan music, I wish we could sing some old classical Panwan music, especially Monfin Fanti.
A tro new more tree and Fantinaza.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's a beautiful my end.
Sio lelelele, sio, sio, sio lelelele, sio lelelele, sio lele, awe. Young boy, young girl, hey, young boy, young girl, young girl, young boy, young girl, young boy. Now play, they go play. They go play, kwa kwa. They go play hide and seek. Young girl go get pregnant. She no fit tell mama. She won't tell papa. But she go vomit for house. Where mama go see pregnant. She go tell papa. Papa go call young boy. He papa and mommy way. They go come for house. They go sit for chair. They go talk pregnant matters. Away. Papa go ask young boy. Young boy. Wetin I dey do? You dey go to school where you no sabi or nothing. Na play you go play. You go play kwa kwa yo ye. Kwa kwa yo ye. Money go. Ebro chue. Abo chimpuwa ebe dying. Ebe de kol. Ebe ebasa. Anan enu esia. Son, Akaye. Go follow my daughter, where you go, moi. Go get them pregnant. I say, boy, una able, you able, boy, baby go born, baby.
Baby go born, baby. Why you go bump again? You go there house, you go bump it. Mama, papa will go for boy.
You go buy diaper. You go buy medicine. You go laugh for baby. You go dance for baby. Away. You're wasting away.
Yenya botare hu. Yenya agreed.
Yeah, mommy be happy, mommy be suffer.
Abo my release.
Yeah,
Owadon.
Yeah.
Nti first one ya chichire.
Achire.
Na money na hand. Na bolo.
Na
fire awoyo.
Yeah, fire.
Mensu. Kwaku mensu.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Na misro.
Narayana.
And this is a Sanskrit.
Yeah, promoting. Promoting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Narayana Ima. Yen account phone. We have over 100 names for God. My God, but what Tonsu or boy, we are maybe that's and I feel Tiakopon the way Jamoana. no beno.
Obeno. Nara oyena.
Nara
I can't say.
You see, Sanskrit Nara is God.
Wow.
Then you word Nara yena. Na me na no.
Oluwa, me Oluwa bi so I don't Nigeria.
Oluwa is a kind of Oluwa. Oluwa.
All right.
And
you mean where would people find this music?
All the digital networks are currently.
Okay.
You know, the source and they all have the songs. You see, if you go there now, you know, whatever you are, you know, Facebook or just
really told you Ghana. You were baby I perform.
Me perform yet. I've been trying to put the music across. Okay. Because US and now it's on CD baby.
Okay.
But
all right. Nara all right. Thank you so much for passing through. I mean, shall we pray? All right.